Let me tell you something, the day you start confessing everything, you lose everything. Yep, that's exactly what old man Carl whispered to me while staring at the sky from his porch in Phoenix. He was 78, sharp as a tack, and still packed more life wisdom than any book or lecture you'd ever sit through. But the way he said it, almost like he'd lived through a war of secrets, trust, and heartbreak. And the crazy part? Most seniors don't realize this truth until it's too late. See, once you cross 65, life changes, family changes. Your circle gets smaller, people get nosier, and every harmless detail you share suddenly becomes family discussion material. They'll twist it, magnify it, judge it, or worse, use it as fuel to make decisions for you instead of with you. And that's exactly when your peace starts slipping away like sand through your fingers. Carl leaned toward me with that, "I've seen some stuff" stare and said, "You want peace after a 65? Keep a few things zipped. Not everything needs to be a family meeting." And that's how he explained the first secret seniors should never share. Secret number 1, never tell them how much money you really have. Look, families can love you and still make dumb assumptions. Tell them you've got savings. They'll start planning your money like it's their retirement fund. Tell them you've got investments. Suddenly, every kid, cousin, and in-law thinks you're their safety net. Tell them you're tight on cash. They'll worry themselves into panic mode and try controlling what you can or can't afford, even if you're redoing just fine. Carl said, "The quickest way to lose control at my age? Let your family know your exact bank balance." And he wasn't lying. Seniors start losing independence not because they're incapable, but because families panic and overcorrect. They mean well, but the result is the same. Your choices shrink, their opinions grow. He learned that the hard way when he casually mentioned he'd saved a little extra. Boom. Suddenly his daughter wanted to manage his accounts. His son wanted to help with bills. And his grandkids were dropping hints about future planning. He looked at me like he was confessing a crime and said, "Biggest regret of my life." After that day, nothing felt like mine anymore. And that's when I realized, after 65, peace isn't something you find, it's something you protect. Once people know your weaknesses, they start treating you weaker than you actually are. Scene opens inside Carl's house. Not animated, a real living room with old photos, real lamps, a real coffee mug. He sits down slowly, not because he is weak, but because he has lived long enough to move with awareness. He begins, "I made another mistake. I shared too much about my health." He wasn't hiding anything serious. He wasn't acting irresponsible. One day, while sipping morning coffee with his son, his hand shook slightly, one tiny tremor, maybe because he was tired. He laughed it off and said, "Guess my nerves aren't what they used to be." One small comment, one harmless moment. But his family didn't take it lightly. Suddenly, his son stopped letting him carry grocery bags. His daughter insisted he stop driving, even short distances. His family group chat became a daily health surveillance zone. His freedom evaporated. Carl sighed and said, "They meant well, but they overreacted." And at this age, overprotection is just another form of losing your life. This leads to secret number 2. Only share health issues that truly matter, not minor aches, not occasional forgetfulness, not every little pain. Families panic. They assume the worst. They react before asking. Carl said, "A slight cough turned into a family emergency. A small dizziness became a debate about assisted living." He shook his head, real emotion in his eyes. "Sharing everything made me feel like a patient instead of a person." Your past mistakes should never become your present prison. Scene. Carl standing near a window, looking at a real sunset. Not drawn, not animated, but a real orange glow reflecting on his face. He speaks slowly. "There are some things I wish I had kept to myself." He once shared with his family a mistake he made. 40 years ago, a failed business he attempted in his youth. He told the story proudly, showing how he overcame it. But his adult children didn't see triumph. They saw risk. They heard, "Dad once made a financial mistake, gives maybe he shouldn't manage money now." Another time, he talked about a regret from his past, a moment he wished he handled differently with his own father. They interpreted it as, maybe Dad's judgment isn't reliable anymore. He looked tired as he said, "Your family will use your past to justify controlling your present." This unlocked another truth. Secret number 3, never share every detail of your past mistakes. Not because you should hide your journey, but because your past was your teacher, it shouldn't become your family's excuse to limit your independence now. Carl's voice deepens. Some memories are meant to stay in your heart, not in family arguments. He isn't dramatic. He isn't exaggerating. He's speaking like an elder who learned the cost of being too open. Don't reveal your fears too early. People will cage you with them. Scene opens with Carl walking slowly but steadily down his driveway. It's real. His steps are real. His age is real, but so is his strength. He stops halfway and looks directly at the camera. The last secret. This one hurt the most. He once told his son, "I'm afraid of ending up alone when I'm older." Just a fear. Something all seniors feel. But the next week, his family started pushing him to move in with someone, or consider a facility where he wouldn't be alone. His personal life became a family project. His quiet independence was quietly taken. Another time, he told his daughter, "I don't ever want to become a burden." Suddenly, she stopped asking him for advice, stopped involving him in decisions, as if he was already too fragile to handle anything. He looks away, eyes heavy. I was still living, still thinking, still capable. But they started acting like I was preparing to disappear. And the final truth appears. Secret number 4. Don't share your deepest fears or final plans too early. Families love you, but they will act on your fears faster than you will. Carl closes with the line that defines the senior experience. Speak your wishes when the time is right. Not when curiosity pushes others to control your life before you're ready. He sits back down on the porch. The sky behind him grows darker. He smiles, quietly, peacefully, and says, "Privacy isn't selfish after 65. Privacy is protection. Peace needs boundaries." And these 4 secrets, they saved the rest of my life.